morning, everybody, and welcome to Taco Tuesday. And you got the futures here up on your screen. And as you can see here, just about 30 minutes ago, 4:30 in the morning, as I was preparing to get everything going.
Is he ready to run?
My mom's not gonna like that.
Yeah, it's done.
Kabam! A massive smashdown came. The Dow, the Russell, new lower lows, lower than where we were last week. The NASDAQ holding itself. And as you see here on the ES, we have not placed a lower low, but we are damn close to those lows from Friday. Same thing over here on the NQ. We're not there. We're not there. We're just down there to last night, yesterday morning's lows, but we are damn close to giving it all up. Although, as you see here on the lower portion of your RSI, we are oversold. And the reason that all came there was some news came out with Ice Cream Man looking to extend the problem over in the Ukraine and Russia. Headline came out prior to that. We intercepted 5 ballistic missiles overnight. There was another one in between there. I don't see it here. I had it. Copied it, put it over there in the room. I think they took it down, so let me just look over in the chat room real quick. And it was Ukraine made their first ATACMS strike inside Russia. Shit's getting thick over there. But anyway, we just had just 5 a.m., the Eurozone CPI coming in line. CPI year over year, 2%. Bullshit. Month over month, 0.3% as forecast. Bullshit. And again, that's what we got going on there for the news overnight. And that was the reason why you had your little dip. So enough of that. Come on to yesterday. 58 up, 59. Got to change that. That is wrong because we made it into the 5900s. Bang, bang. 59.11, what we were looking for. We missed it by 3 points. 3 points up. Closed green, closed green, closed green all through the day, and all of you over there on the 58.90, 58.95 risk. The best case scenario you got there was 175%, and I congratulate every single one of you. Like I said here, not looking for that plus 1%, but looking damn close to it using the low of the day there on Friday, and we missed it by 3 points. The safe edge almost came into play, but did not come into play. I got to change this color or it's going to bother me. My Tourette syndrome is going to kick in. And again, these are little tricks of the trade that you get out of the video game. And even though I don't have it all the way, yes, I do have it on this screen. Scrolling up. In 2023, you had 44 minus 1% days. I haven't counted how many we have this year, but using what I have shared for you, there is your little secret on how to get yourself a roughly 100% trade when you see those minus 1% days. Over on the QQQ, bang, bang, nice job getting up there plus 1%. Getting up there almost to that 503.33, but just couldn't handle it because you had that NVIDIA problem with their overheating. But Jim Cramer is very bullish on NVIDIA, so hold that with the candle that you want to. Over here on the IWM, I wasn't impressed. We had a green close, still closed below the open. I was not impressed with what was provided by the Russell 2000 other than going up there and tagging that 230 that we were looking for, but not impressed whatsoever. And here you are right now with the futures down 30 points over on the futures. And that is not the kind of situation that you want to be getting long when you are down 30 points heading into the opening bell. So with that said, we come back onto our spreadsheet and we look at our Tuesdays. Taco Tuesday is here. Get a little LeBron James at the end of this because Taco Tuesday had been a very, very, very good trade for a very, 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 very long time. Even though as we ended that drop there in April, we went on a complete drought. A drought going all the way through 4th of July into the middle of July where we just couldn't get a red close on a Taco Tuesday. Since we've had some hits and here's and greens and reds and greens, but nothing spectacular out of the ordinary like what you see over here on September 3, where we were down 120 points, minus 1% days. They're not coming as normal as they used to. So Taco Tuesday, looking for a little bit of a dip, and we'll go on to the charts and look at that real quick because, okay, the futures are done, and we will come over here onto the SPX. Yesterday, nothing burger, boom, bang, 59.08, missed 59.11, didn't get up to that 59.25, 21, whatever it was for plus 1%, didn't get the 38.2 retracement, didn't get into the gap from last week, and went nowhere. We snaked along the 23.6 retracement of the drop for the entire day, the whole afternoon. 12 o'clock on into 4 o'clock. This is why I was very confident when I said, man, it's 3 o'clock in the morning over here. I'm done, dude. See you later. What we have, though, is a little bit of a tricky view here. We've got our 1, 2, we've got our 3. This could be our wave 4. And now we'd be looking for wave 5. Wave 5 would be filling the gap from the Trump rally, which I don't really think that we will. But we are looking at that big 58.05 down below. Now, with the futures down 25 points so far, all we are is right here around this 58.60, 58.70 level, right on the 20-day moving average. So this is nothing to go jumping upon and, thinking, oh man, yesterday was so easy, today's going to be even easier. No. And why is because of this right here, your VIX. Here is your VIX, and here is your VIX heading into the Trump gap. The Trump gap, which fills up there at 2047. You got your spike earlier, just off of that news, as you see here. Ka-ba-ba-boom! Right to the 20-day moving average, and we are slowly starting to float down. Now, what is important about this is tomorrow morning is the VIX OPEX. VIX options expiring tomorrow morning at the open. You've got 300,000 open interest on the 14 puts. No, this is not a trade recommendation. And you have virtually no open interest over on the call side. Call side being the 19s, the 18s, the 17s. There isn't really a lot of open interest there. All of the open interest is over here down on the puts. Over on the put side, looking for the move to be down right here at the 15, at the 16 level. So with 15 being roughly 400,000 open interest contracts, I would suspect that they are going to be closing the VIX somewhere above 15 so that those people do not get paid. Even though, we're really talking about a ridiculously small amount of total capital. So anyway, it is VIX options expiration. I do not expect the VIX to be rising. I expect the VIX to be declining back down into that 1622 level, possibly retracing down to that 1542, which would only mean the SPX supporting down here at this 5860, 5870, and resisting still at this 5900 level. There's your 40-point playground. Come over onto the QQQ, and no new lows over on the QQQ, like we shared. Nothing new over here. Got your little dip right on down to the overnight lows from yesterday, and now it's slowly already retracing back to 500 because the golden child NVDA is reporting earnings tomorrow. Come over onto your IWM and your Russell, and as you see over here, it got hit in the kneecaps with a baseball bat off of that Russia news. We're down here in the 220s with now, looking at the gap, the Trump gap, 227, 228 being the upside, and you already know 230 is your upside for that. Over on the Dow Jones, once again, the Dow Jones, weak, weak, weak. All day yesterday, weak. Didn't play anything. News comes out here on Russia, kabam, down here at 430. But again, bigger, broader, wider view, nothing really to go jumping up and down about and saying, here it is, the world is on fire. No. We don't need no water. Let the NVDA, the gap has been filled. Number one, the gap has been filled. Number two, look at this 8 o'clock candle. 8 o'clock. 8 fucking clock last night, and the candle here is at 148.18. This is a fake print, ladies and gentlemen, 148.18. And I would almost, you know what, actually, I will bet my left nut, because I'm not making any more kids. I'm 50 fucking 2. I will bet you my left nut that we see NVIDIA 148.18 after earnings tomorrow after the close. Fuck NVIDIA. Over on to Netflix, the Mike Tyson fake fight with Jake Paul and his, Jesus fucking Christ. Keith, man, I would be careful telling people that they went to the high school you graduated from despite the enormous gap. I'd be real careful about that. That fucking fairy got paid for Mike Tyson to not punch him, and Netflix just fucking explodes to new all-time highs off of it. Again, why not 1,000 now? And here's your Apple. I bring on Apple because I was asked about Apple, and Apple obviously being the golden child that it always has been. I bring you Apple here because I was asked about somebody asking for longer dated puts, and my suggestion immediately was absolutely no. We've got the full moon, we've got OPEX, and we've got the end of the year, which again, I don't see any reason why we would have any major sell-off. What you have on screen here in purple, pink, whatever you call it, is the 20-day moving average, the 50-day moving average in red, the 5, the 10, and the 100 there in green. Clustered. Totally clustered. Look here, on a 15-day, seeing here your move from 234 down to 219. Oh my God, what an enormous range. And how you're just in this very weak channel back to the upside. Very weak. But I'm showing you here because I'm showing where all these moving averages are clustered into. And I promise I won't be wasting your time much longer. So I bring you on to Microsoft. Microsoft is even more of a cluster. How you add in the 200-day moving average, and it is right there. I apologize, but I think, yeah, there you go. The 100, the 50, the 200, you had your bearish cross, the death cross, happening over here last week. We're not getting anything out of it. So, yeah, again, the overnight move here with the Russia, with it Tuesday, with, full moon window closing tomorrow. I'd suspect that, yes, there's a possibility we could break down into this lower 58.05 area inside of the Trump gap, maybe even fill the Trump gap, but I don't see anything extremely aggressive to be jumping on board with because, again, futures are already down. 20 points, which just basically means the move is complete. 59.09 continues to be the problem to the upside. I should have taken the call credit spread yesterday when we saw 5900s. I didn't really like the credit that was there, so I decided not to take the trade. Now, with us being down here where we are, once again, we can get a 30-point move to the upside, get back to the overnight highs up there at 5900, 5910, push into that 5915, 5920 area. Absolutely, yes. I'd be more than happy to get into a call credit spread. But today, no. I do not love the bullish put credit spread, and the only way that I would do it is if I was only throwing out $100 and taking a very, very intelligent risk. So anyway, I apologize for going and rambling too long. Happy Tuesday. Enjoy your tacos. Tip your waitress. Heads up, tits up. Let's fuck it up.
'Cause it's Taco Tuesday. Where is it? Taco time. Where is it? Taco. Where is it? Taco. Where is it? Taco. Where is it? It's Taco. Where is it? Taco. It's Taco Tuesday.